Hey guys, I'm gonna back here for that video, guys. Today we're gonna be taking a look at inside and outside of the New Orleans Saints Stadium. So obviously, yes, there's Caesar Superdome. We're gonna see what it looks like all around here, and I'll be honest with you, it's a very cool stadium. But how much detail are we actually going to get? So, starting off right away, as always, I want to start off with the tunnels. This is usually the coolest aspect of everything. And before we get into the tunnels, whoa, okay, this looks cool. This is a picture frame. This isn't even a TV. Is that just a picture of the stadium? The field? Bro, I thought this should actually be a TV, but it's not. So, it looks like all the booths over here are exactly the same, so nothing is like really different or special there. But inside here, wow, this is a lot more lit up than normal. Usually they have it like very dark and you can't see anything. You guys seen the other episodes of the series so far, you already know that. But this is actually very much lit up, which is kind of interesting / cool. Alright, so let's look at the other side. The other one here, same concept. Oh, this is very dark over here, okay. You're not going to be able to see anything over there, let's be honest. Neither will you see anything over there. So, do they have the other side? They do. They have, well actually, no, wait, they have the middle one and they have this one. So this one looks like it leads to really nothingness. Okay, yeah, it just leads to empty space, which is interesting. The lighting textures are kind of weird on here, and this leads to absolutely nothing. So, the lighting textures are definitely weird on there. And then you have this one right over here, which is exact copy and paste of the other side. So, okay, I mean, I guess I kind of expected that. Is this side going to be the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. So, this isn't really as crazy cool. I mean, it's cool that it's lighted up, and it's not like just nothingness like, you know, most stadiums are. So, I'll give them credit on that. I mean, it lets went detail with that kind of stuff. Now, if we go up here, I can't get a little... Oh, I can get a little higher. There we go. So we have these little stadium suites, which is pretty much just two guys standing, or two characters standing in here. Look how small the door is. What is this, like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory? Like, that is such a small freaking door. I don't know how you're supposed to get through that door. That door is definitely not textured correctly for the models. And I'll be honest with you, it might be better if the models weren't even in there, because it just seems so weird looking. And then what's in the background? Hang on. Let me move beside you. That looks like just a regular stock picture of some hit that went on. Which I'm going to guess is, I have Broncos right now versus Saints. So I'm going to guess it's some like Broncos-Saints hit from like history or something. That's really all that is. Alright, so you're going to see this a lot in these stadium tours things we do. A lot of this is just copy and paste. That's really all it is. It's like one texture file that they use over and over again. But on the outside of this stadium, this is what the stadium looks like. And it is huge-freaking-mungus. Huge-freaking-mungus. You got the parking lot right here. Really interesting how you have this like border around the parking lot. Is this how it is in real life? I mean, I guess it looks like it's probably is, right? Because I don't see why. I mean, obviously it doesn't say EA Sports right here. But I'm pretty sure it has to be. Because other than that, I don't see the reason why they wouldn't have this structured like this. And this looks like it would go underneath the stadium here. Well, not underneath the stadium, like the parking area. Like a parking garage. Yeah, so I guess this would be realistic. Could it just be a parking garage? We have Caesar's Superdome right here. And then if we go a little bit farther down, let's go ahead and kind of zoom in here on this. We have underneath of the stadium here. Well, underneath of the little hang thing here. And almost as if like an actual person. Why is that stadium, why is that whole building pink? This is New Orleans, so I don't know why that whole thing is pink. We have Saints here. We have some fans standing all around. We have some really actually cool looking environment. This is interesting. So this in other stadiums are not textured. Especially not this. There is no banners of championships that team has won in any other stadium but this stadium right here. Why is this stadium so textured on the outside when you can't see any of this? This is like the outside. No one is going to see any of this. This is actually the most textured stadium we have seen so far. This is actually insanely crazy. Like, again, like I said, if you've seen the series so far, you know that none of these things usually textured this much. And all the way before we get to the stadium over there, like, we have Relay Sports, like the actual Relay Sports building with the textures and everything. That is insane. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why they went so detailed with the New Orleans Saints outside of the stadium, when the inside really is you can't see on the outside. That's the whole point of it. We have EA Sports banner right there, so that's interesting. We have a pink building here, which says Saints on the side. Now, what you're going to see this, and you'll see this with a bunch of other, videos I make on this, on these stadiums, is that a lot of these are just textures they have outside the stadium that they're going to use. They have it set or preset there so that they can use it for other things inside the stadium. So that's a lot of times what, that is for. But right here we have the Electronics Center. It's like, this is actually so detailed for no reason. Again, you're never going to see any of this stuff. So it's like, EA interests me a lot. I will definitely say that. We have Caesars Superdome. We have Lock Stop self-storage. We have the storage facility right there. Actually fully textured. Again, the full parking lot over here. And now if we go over here, we have all the roadway systems fully textured. Some houses, obviously not really fully textured. We have this thing right here, which I guess is just like a part of the texture from the suites. I go over here, we have another building fully textured. Like, I am baffled. I am absolutely baffled by this, that they are fully texturing all of these files. But listen, if you gave two craps about what went on inside the stadium, EA, and not just what's outside the stadium, this game might be the best game of all time. Do not tell me there's a bridge over there. Do not tell me they textured a whole entire bridge. This is focus on the game in real, like the gameplay aspect. Like you focus on textures outside of the game. And I'm telling you right now, we would love you more than anything, EA. That's insane. Okay, so I can't actually go over there. This is 1500 by 1500 wood border. I can't go any higher than that. Well, it could crash the game. But that's a fully textured bridge, as you guys can see, with the roadways and everything. That's not even like a silhouette like we see sometimes, like, for example, with New York City. We see the silhouette in the New York teams. That's not even a silhouette. That is literally a full-on textured bridge. Why? Why is that even there? I mean, I don't know. I've never been to New Orleans. I don't know if New Orleans has a, like, bridge like that. But still, though, it's like, this is stuff that never would get seen by anyone except for me and whoever's watching this video right now, right? Because no one else, I don't think, on YouTube has ever done Noclipped outside the stadium, let alone looked at all this kind of stuff. So it's just amazing how much detail, EA Sports puts in outside of these stadiums at this point. But right here we have a random building, interestingly enough. So kind of going back to the city here and kind of getting closer to the stadium, I want to look at some more buildings we have here, because this downtown is actually pretty nice, texture-wise, except for the fact this road goes right into a building. I don't think that building was correctly put where it should be. We have these typical houses we always see in the series. We, of course, do have a gigantic building right here. I guess not gigantic, but looks like a clock tower. Kind of gives me that vibes. So, I mean, overall, again, like I said, many times, this is a really, really dope, stadium in real life. I know that. I have never been to the stadium, sadly. I would love to go to the stadium. But it's a very dope stadium in real life. So I'm not surprised that EA went out of their way to really texture it and make it look amazing. And it does. I mean, it looks really freaking good. Like, if we're being honest here, I don't think anyone's going to argue that this stadium does not look good when you go through it. It looks really freaking amazing. And it's just fully textured. That's the thing that's crazy to me, is how much texture is actually in these stadiums. Because, again, you've seen in the series so far, there's a lot of, non-textured parts or stadiums. period. And they actually went out of the way here. Usually EA, what they do is they only texture parts that you can see as the player. But nah, apparently they just wanted to go extra with the New Orleans Saints Stadium. So this is going to be the same, pretty much copy and paste all the way around, I'm going to guess. Yeah, it's going to be the same copy and paste. So that's going to be nothing really special there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that's really special here inside the stadium. It does not look like it. Yeah, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same thing, but with different layers. So, for example, these are the sweet box we looked at earlier. And that is pretty much that. So, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. And which team do you think I should do next? That's the Superdome. Peace out, guys.